It's such a long time ago since I shot a non-scripted video, so I wanted to try that again since I haven't done it since 2017. And in this video, what do I want to do? Well, I want to react on some of the bad comments I've received. They're not necessarily bad, but they are pretty critical in a negative way, and that's painful. So the first question I want to ask is it wise for a gifted person, a profoundly gifted person, to run a YouTube channel? Probably not, because whenever you get negative comments, it ruins your day. So that ain't no fun. That's no fun at all, actually. So I'm a positive person, as I've told you plenty of times before, but you know, words can get you down, and I want to address that in this video. So here I am, and that's what I intend to do. So the first thing I want to say, well, the bad comment, or the comment I received today, was about my voice, about my accent, about my robotic movements. I need to relax more. And it's not the first comment I've gotten on that, so that's why I want to address it, and that's why, well, I'm basically shooting this video to tell you that those comments are pretty hurtful. They are painful, because I'm really working on improving the way I speak, the way I move in my videos, and trying to seem more authentic. I really want to seem more authentic in my videos too, so that's also something I'm working on. Thomas Frank, he's my role model. Like, the videos he shoots, those are the kinds of videos I want to create too. I know I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there. Well, at least I'd like to think I'm getting there. I'd like to think that. But it's work in progress. Let me address the robotic movements first. That is really something I can work on. I'm not saying that the person is wrong. I tend to move a little bit robotic. I know I need to relax more in front of the camera, so hopefully you notice that this is my first attempt at that. So here I am, trying not to be as robotic as you know I can be. When it comes to my speech, oh, this person said I speak too slowly in my videos, and that's actually kind of funny, because my real speech, like now when my videos aren't scripted, or I should say it like this, when this video isn't scripted, because this video isn't scripted, I speak a lot slower than I do in my regular videos. My actual speech is slower than the way I speak in my videos. And that's the reason why I script them, because my speech is pretty slow, and I think about loads of stuff while I talk, and that's the reason why I script my videos, to make sure that I make sense, because I make sense to me but my message doesn't necessarily come across. I'm not that awesome at that. Not always. Not in front of the camera when I'm in a relaxed mode. You know, when I teach, when I'm in front of a class, working with students, then I know exactly how to get my message to come across. But you know, in front of a camera, on YouTube, you know, it's different because you're watching me, but right now I'm watching myself, so I become very aware of everything I do because I'm basically looking at myself, talking to myself. So I think that's a reason why I need to script my videos, because sometimes I just forget where I was, and my message just goes somewhere, you know. It just ends up in a place. It ends up in a place where I don't want it to be. That's the reason why I script my videos. But see, now I've lost it. I do not know where I was. I think it was talking about the speed at which I speak. I think that's what I was talking about. And long story short, in my videos, in my scripted videos, I speak faster than I do in everyday life. That's what I wanted to say. When it comes to my accent, you know, it's weird because that's my dog you hear, so I'm not going to edit that away. I'm not going to stop the video. It's all very authentic. The videos I speak, well, it comes to my accent. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Now I remember where I was. I'm a phonetician. I am a phonetician. So that means I've studied each and every sound of the English and Swedish language. And when you've done that, you become very aware of each sound you make. And as a result, I tend to over-enunciate. I do that, and sometimes I speak a little bit too low or a little bit too high, or, you know, those are things which happen accidentally. But what I do want to say is that since I have studied each and every sound of the English and Swedish language, it's easy to create a kind of speech in which you focus on each and every sound of the language. And when you do that, the language doesn't come across in a natural way. And that's what you hear when I speak. You hear that when I speak Swedish, you hear that when I speak English. Like last summer, for instance, up in Sweden, because we have a vacation home in Sweden, and I met this woman in a pizzeria, and she said, "Oh wow, you enunciate so well. Your pronunciation is so correct." You know, because that's the way I speak in Swedish, and it's the way I speak in English too. But you know, I understand what you're saying. I'm trying to make it less. I'm trying to over enunciate less, which is hard. But you know, it is really something I'm working on. I will get there. I promise. But it is funny though, because when you have like two first languages, people in Sweden, or not really in Sweden, but people have told me or asked me if Swedish is my first language, just like people have asked me the same question about my English. The answer is yes and yes. In front of the camera, I need to make it sound more natural. So I stop over enunciating, and hopefully, when I've done that, my speech will sound better. I'm working on it. Did I say that? I am working on it. What else do I want to talk about? What else do I want to tell you? Well, I think it's basically that. You know, it's painful, it's hurtful when I get comments about my voice, because I know I don't have the best of voices, and it's painful when people ask me if my first languages are really my first languages. So that was something I really wanted to address in this video, and I believe I've done that. To you who probably, I am sure there are people out there who are going to say, your English is not really good, or you still sound robotic, or you still don't come across in a natural way. Well, to you, I want to say thank you for watching, because I really do appreciate it, and I want to say that I am working on it. I am on it, and I'm going to get there. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get to that point where you can tell me, wow, you sound so good. But, you know, I'm probably not there now, or at least in my coming video, which is scripted, but I'm working on it, and something I really have to tell myself is not to take myself so seriously. The same person said, oh, you're a perfectionist, so that's why it's so hard for you to not think so much about the way I come across, and that's true. I'm not going to deny that. So, relaxation, that's what I should do. That's what I should be working on. So, yeah, it's Saturday today, so I'm not gonna be able to work that much on relaxation today because it's just a regular work day for me, but I'm gonna work on it. Yeah. And yeah, I do want to tell you before I go that whatever you say about me, I always appreciate the fact that you watched my video, because I love you for it. So that is definitely something I want to say, and I'm always open to each and every comment. I want to read whatever feedback you have, because although it does ruin my day, because it does, but I still use it and keep it in mind, because I find it so important to grow as a person, as a YouTuber. I think it's so important to keep an open mind. So I appreciate it. Although it's hard, although I get upset, although I get sad, I still appreciate all your comments. I appreciate that you watch my videos, and if you if you're in America, I just want to say that I hope you had a great Thanksgiving yesterday, because today it's Saturday, the 20th, I believe. I should know. Yeah, it's the 20th. So, it's not Halloween yet for me, but when this one comes online, I believe we will have had Halloween yesterday. Yeah, because it's Halloween on Thursday. So, I hope you had a great Halloween. Halloween, did I say Halloween? See, this is the reason why I script my videos, because my mind is just wanders. My mind always wanders, and it goes all kinds of places, wherever, instead of where it should be. Well, I can focus. I'm very good at focusing too, but you know, oftentimes when I relax, because you want me to relax more, and when I relax more, my mind is just everywhere, like whoa. Yeah, so again, to all you Americans out there, to my friends and to my family, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving yesterday. Yeah. And don't go crazy because it's Black Friday today, okay? Stay safe. And also, thinking about staying safe, do not catch the coronavirus. Stay safe when it comes to the virus too. I care about a lot of people, I care about a lot of stuff, and I also care about your own health. I know that I said that my new video in my series on cognitive abilities would come today, so I just broke that promise. But I do promise that it is coming next Friday. Okay. So basically, to all you haters out there, I still love you. Although you might not love the way I speak, or you might not love the stage my videos have reached, but so far, the stage my videos have reached so far, but I still love you. I'm sure you're good people, but you know, when you post your comments online, which you have the right to do, just keep in mind that the person who is reading the comments has feelings too. So you know, I never give negative feedback. You know, I always bring it like in a positive way, like have you, instead of saying, oh, you sound like a robot, you know, I'd say, oh, try to relax a little bit more. Or instead of saying, your speech sounds bad, I can't stand the sound of your voice, instead of saying it that way, say, have you tried modulating a little bit more? Have you tried going up and down a little bit more when you speak? Have you tried not to think, well, you know, I'm sure you get what I mean, that you can make your message come across in a friendly way, and when you do, you don't ruin someone's day, but still you get your message across without hurting anyone. So it's a win-win situation, because you get your message across, and I, or the person who receives the message, still has a good day. You know, you do not end up ruining someone's day when you wrap up your negative message in a positive message, you know, because that really helps. Yeah. I think I've talked enough for today, so I'm just gonna go now. If you're still here, thank you for still watching, and I'm gone. No, I'm not gonna end it that way. How am I gonna end it? Well, I always end it like until then, I only want to say 3 things. Thank you for watching, and take care. Yeah, that's important too. And I want to add stay safe and stay friendly to that. And bye for now. Always be the best you can be. I'm gonna be the same, okay? Bye.